Yes, sir. Go. Ladies and gentlemen, our memorial service will begin shortly. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, our memorial service will begin shortly. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, our program will begin in 2 minutes. Please silence all cell phones and electronic devices. Ladies and gentlemen, our program will begin in 2 minutes. Please silence all cell phones and electronic devices.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation and the Fire Department of the City of New York, welcome. We gather to honor 176 FDNY firefighters who have died in the line of duty due to their response to the World Trade Center on September 11, 2001. Thank you to the College of Staten Island for providing this space for us to honor our fallen 9/11 heroes and to comfort their loved ones, friends, and colleagues. I am Mark Guerra, First Deputy Commissioner of the FDNY, and it is my honor to call this service to order. Following the presentation of colors, the national anthem will be sung by FDNY firefighter Regina Wilson. We will then be led in the Pledge of Allegiance by Jennifer McNamara, wife of FDNY firefighter John F. McNamara, who died in 2009 of a post-9/11 illness. FDNY chaplain Rabbi Joseph Patazik will then deliver the invocation. For all those who are able, please stand. Honor guard, pipes and drums, please present the colors.
Honor guard, pipes and drums, Attention! Carry! Colors! Drum major, by your command. Attack! Fighters, quick, march! Forward, march! Present arms.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. Detail, uncover.
There is a moving, meaningful story told that when God created the world, he assigned a different name to every flower in the universe. The next day, God reappeared and asked each of the flowers to repeat the name he had given to them. Each one responded immediately, except one flower. That one flower said, God, I don't remember the name you gave me. Tell it to me again. And God turned to that flower and said, because you don't remember that name, I want to give you a new name, which in Hebrew is Al Tishkocheni, which in English means forget me not. That, according to religious tradition, is the origin of the name of that flower. That is why we are here today, to show that we have not forgotten. We didn't come here today to say that they passed away. We came here today to say, rather, thank God they passed this way. Thank God we had them in our lives. Death may take the lives of our firefighters, but death will never take away the love for our firefighters. Their names will appear on public memorial walls, but their names will also appear on the private walls of our hearts. Some time ago, a young firefighter was taken from us. Shortly before he died, he had written a will, and his will simply read as follows: "To my family and friends that I leave behind, I make one simple request: use my years." We come here today to use their years, to do the things they would have wanted to do and wanted us to do. We come here today to hold on to their memories, to hold on to this moment, and when we leave here today, to hold on to one another, because we are one FDNY family. Amen.
Detail, recover, ready, face. Drum major, by your command. America! Fighters set up, quick, march! Forward, march!
Please be seated. Thank you, Firefighter Wilson, Mrs. McNamara, and Rabbi Potasnik. Today, we come together to honor your loved ones and to offer you our deepest condolences. On September 11, 2001, and in the weeks and months following that terrible day, your loved ones honored their lost brothers and sisters in countless ways. From Ground Zero to here on Staten Island, to attending funerals, to helping grieving families find their way forward, to caring for their fellow firefighters, hurting but undeterred from doing the job they love, protecting the city of New York. They represent the best of us. We miss them, and we will forever remember them. We honor your loved ones' quiet courage in the face of illness, treatments, and doctor's visits, knowing that having you at their side made everything easier. You shared their burden, and today we recognize all that you have also endured. I'd like to thank the FDNY Ceremonial Unit, the Family Assistance Unit, and our special events team for their quiet support and dedication in making this event happen. I am also grateful to the FDNY members who have joined us today to honor your loved ones. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. The Foundation and the FDNY have been partners for many years, from stair climbs to memorial weekends, to working together to help other fire departments cope following a line-of-duty death of one of their own. We are grateful for their long-standing support of the FDNY and for all that they have done to honor our fallen firefighters. We gather here in Staten Island, in the city of New York, over 200 miles from the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial in Emmitsburg, Maryland. We are grateful to the Foundation for their efforts to bring the spirit, honor, and respect of the memorial to us here today. From the beginning, they recognized the importance of bringing this service to New York. Organizing an event like this is no small feat, and they have done so with care and reverence. Always know that both the FDNY and the Foundation are committed to you, the loved ones of our fallen firefighters. We're here when you need us, whenever that moment comes. Thank you for being here today, and for all the love and support you gave my fellow firefighters, my brothers, when they needed it the most. I now welcome Troy Markle, Board Chair of the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Troy, we are grateful to you and to your team at the Foundation for all that they have done to make this event happen.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Foundation Board, our partners, and our entire team, I am honored to welcome you to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation Fire Department of the City of New York Memorial Service. Today we honor 176 FDNY firefighters who lost their lives due to illnesses related to their work at the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. And in the days and months afterward. We extend our deepest condolences to you, their families, friends, loved ones, and fellow firefighters. I want to thank the Fire Department of the City of New York for their incredible partnership and unwavering support. We are so grateful to the College of Staten Island and the City University of New York for providing this space for us to gather. We'd also like to thank the Department of Justice Public Safety Officers Benefit Program for its long dedication to the Foundation and to our fallen firefighters and their families. We are grateful to the Gary Sinise Foundation for all that they have done to make this event a reality. Since 1992, the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation has been charged with honoring our nation's fallen firefighters and caring for their loved ones. Today's memorial service is part of our fulfillment of that mission. The spirit of solidarity defines the fire service, this foundation, and our long partnership with FDNY. Solidarity also sustains our community of fire hero families. In the difficult and extraordinary pain of losing a loved one in the line of duty, they come together to offer solace to one another. Today we have the honor of displaying the "We Will Never Forget" banner you see here. You may recall that banner hung over the World Trade Center site during the cleanup efforts. While it shows some wear and tear from its experiences and travels, it is here, a lasting, resilient reminder of the promise to never forget. We thank the members of Engine 3-6 for creating this banner in 2001. Since 2003, Engine 3-5, Ladder 1-4, and Battalion 1-2 have been responsible for caring for and protecting this important piece of history. Over the last decade, more than 81,000 people have participated in our 9/11 memorial stair climbs. We've held nearly 500 of these events working with local fire departments and their communities across our nation to commemorate the lives of your loved ones. More than 178 million steps have been climbed, a living and enduring testament to your loved ones. Tomorrow, over 400 people will gather at the Icon Stadium for the 2025 New York City 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb. In a few moments, we will begin our roll of honor. The flags you will receive were flown over both the U.S. Capitol and the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial in Emmitsburg, Maryland. Our honor guard, including members of the FDNY ceremonial unit, has carefully prepared these flags. They symbolize our nation's profound appreciation for the sacrifice made by your loved one in service to the city of New York and to our country. We thank Congressman from Staten Island, Nicole Malatakas, for helping us obtain these flags. It is never far from our minds that behind every firefighter we honor today, there's a family, a circle of friends, and a department forever changed. We will speak their names, we will tell their stories, and we will ensure their legacy of service, courage, and dedication lives on in the generations to come. Thank you for being here. Please continue to take care of yourselves and one another.
FDNY Commissioner Robert Tucker.
It's an honor to join you today as we come together alongside the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, our FDNY family, and our friends and loved ones from all over this great city to remember and honor our fallen heroes. Special thanks to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation for their partnership and commitment to ensuring that our fallen are never forgotten, and of course to the College of Staten Island for hosting us. We're grateful you provided a place of reflection and remembrance for this solemn day. This event has been in the works for a long time, and some of you have traveled very far to be here. We're happy to see you, even in these sad circumstances, and we appreciate all you have done to make today possible. This afternoon we pay tribute to 176 FDNY members who made the ultimate sacrifice in the months and years since September 11th, 2001. These men and women worked tirelessly at the World Trade Center site in rescue and recovery, searching, digging, and never giving up. This mission was carried out with courage and devotion in work they would surely do again if asked. The members we honor today are heroes. Each name we honor represents a life of service, a family's loss, and our department's enduring grief. I'm pleased to see so many families here today. Your presence reminds us how important it is that we always remember your loved ones. You are their living legacies, reminding us of their hard work, their dedication, and their love for this city and our department. So too does their legacy live on in every firehouse in this city, every time the tones go off, and every time a life is saved. Thank you for sharing them with us and for supporting their mission to protect and serve. As you look around this room, I hope you see what I see, the strength of the FDNY family, past and present. I see resilience, I see love, and I see the very best of all of us, united by a common respect and love for all we have lost and promise never to forget. Today we honor 176 heroes We honor them with our words and with our actions, with our dedication to the safety of others, our concern for those still suffering, and our commitment to never forget. May God bless them and all of you, and may God continue to bless the FDNY.
FDNY Chief of Department, John Esposito.
Good afternoon. 24 years ago, on September 11, 2001, the FDNY faced the greatest loss in our history. On that day, 343 members were killed in the line of duty. Yet, as we stand here today, we are reminded that the tragedy of 9/11 has not and does not end. Its impact has continued to take the lives of our men and women and inflict pain and sorrow on this department for more than 2 decades. The 176 FDNY members we honor today are among those that responded to the World Trade Center not only on that day, but for weeks and months later. They worked in the collapse pile of the World Trade Center, searching for victims and carrying out rescue and recovery with determination and compassion. They knew the job needed to get done, and they knew it was dangerous, and yet they did it anyway. These members will now be remembered forever on the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial in Emmitsburg, where their names will be alongside the heroes from all over this great country who made the supreme sacrifice in the line of duty. World Trade Center illness has touched every corner of this department. Firefighters, dispatchers, EMTs, paramedics, fire marshals, chief officers, fire officers, EMS officers, civilians, and even our chaplains. But they were not just colleagues, they were our friends and our fire department family, and their loss is devastating to all of us personally. For so many of you here today, these names represent people you loved. To each of you, we make this promise: we will never forget them. Their courage, their sacrifice, and their example will forever be a part of the spirit of the FDNY, the history of this nation, and the city of New York. I would like to thank the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation for honoring our members, and a special thank you to retired Chief of Department Tom Richardson and Chief Inspector Ron Canterman and all the other FDNY personnel who helped organize and make this weekend a success. Thank you all for being here today.
Acting United States Fire Administrator, Donna Black.
Good afternoon. It is my great honor to be with you here today. On behalf of my entire team at the United States Fire Administration, I offer our deepest condolences for you to the loss of your loved one. I want to share more about the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial, located on the campus of the National Emergency Training Center in Emmitsburg, Maryland. The United States Fire Administration is proud to partner with the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation to care for the memorial, our nation's permanent site dedicated to honoring all fallen firefighters. The National Fallen Firefighters Memorial features a pillar topped by a Maltese cross, illuminated by an eternal flame of remembrance. Plaques engraved with the names of fallen firefighters encircle the pillar. The plaques we will unveil today, bearing the names of your loved ones, will be placed in this ring. In the surrounding memorial park, a brick walk of honor commemorates firefighters who died before 1981, when the memorial was established. Monuments commemorating the dedication and spirit of our nation's firefighters are located across our campus, including the bronze sculpture, "To Lift a Nation." This monument recreates the Thomas E. Franklin photo that captured 3 firefighters raising the American flag at Ground Zero on September 11th, 2001. The monument is larger than life, an eloquent testament to the role your firefighters played in those long days and months following 9/11. Their heroism and determination showed our nation how to grieve, rebuild, and stand strong. The National Fallen Firefighters Memorial is also the spiritual center to our campus. NETC is a place of learning where our nation's emergency personnel come to improve their craft in service to their communities. Our students are much like your loved ones, determined to excel at the work they love and answering a calling that is more than a job. Every person who comes to the campus visits the memorial. They often stop to offer a quiet prayer, a silent reflection, humbled by the immense sacrifice the memorial represents. Our visitors think of you, the loved ones of our nation's heroes. They know that every name listed, there are family, friends, and colleagues forever changed. Walking the memorial is humbling, yet there's a tangible sense of honor for a life well lived and a pride for a job well done. We hear from many families that knowing their loved one is remembered alongside their brother and sister firefighters is a source of comfort. Emmitsburg is a lovely and serene place, rich in history and kind to our nation's firefighters and their families. You are always welcome to visit the memorial, and I look forward to seeing you on campus sometime soon. I wish you peace and comfort in all the days to come. Thank you.
I'd like to invite our guests who are along the rails on either side of the gym to please take a seat in the bleachers. Thank you. Now.
Hello, everyone. I'm Gary Sinise. I'm sorry I can't be with you all today, but know that I am with you in spirit and carry you and your firefighter in my heart always. I'm honored that my foundation is able to participate in the National Fallen Firefighters FDNY Memorial Service. As we pay tribute to your fallen firefighter, I offer my sincere condolences to you and extend my deepest gratitude to your firefighter, not only for their heroism during and after the horror at the World Trade Center in 2001, but for their tremendous courage in the years following as they battled the disease that resulted from their public service. As we memorialize them today, know that there are thousands of Americans across the country doing their part to continue your heroes' legacy. By emulating their level of courage and dedication, we honor their selflessness and fulfill the promise that we will never forget. God bless you, and God bless America. Thank you.
Former FDNY Fire Commissioner and retired FDNY Chief of Department Salvador J. Casano joins us now to deliver remarks.
Good afternoon. It's an honor and a privilege to have been asked to say a few words today at this important memorial service. I'd like to thank the previous speakers for your kind and thoughtful words, and welcome our most important guests here today, our beloved families whom we gather to honor. I'd like to thank the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, their CEO, Victor Stagnaro, and his dedicated staff, as they honor 176 members of the FDNY whom we lost due to their work at the World Trade Center. The foundation has been with us, the department, since the night we met in October of 2001 with then CEO Ron Sarnecki and his pledge to support the department in any way possible. And over the years, we've had so many initiatives with the foundation. They've helped us in our rebuilding process. They've helped in our healing process. And 24 years later, they continue to honor that pledge with this memorial service. Victor, thank you and your staff. We really appreciate it. We are gathered here today in solemn remembrance and unwavering gratitude. We come not only to mourn a loss, but to honor a legacy of unparalleled service. We are here to remember the men and women of the FDNY whose lives were taken, not on one single day, but in the slow aftermath of September 11th, claimed by the invisible long-term wounds inflicted during the rescue and recovery effort at the World Trade Center. On that day, September 11, 2001, the world watched in horror as our city was attacked. But in that same moment, the world also witnessed the unmatched bravery of the FDNY. When others ran from danger, they ran toward it. When those buildings collapsed, they stood tall. And in the days, weeks, and months that followed, they continued their mission. Not for glory, but for duty. They searched through rubble. They worked countless hours. They carried hope on their shoulders. But the air was toxic. And though the rescue and recovery workers gave everything in service, many of them would pay later the ultimate price, fighting a different kind of battle long after the smoke had cleared. Today we pay tribute to those brave 176 of whom we are being honored today by the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. We thank the foundation for placing their names on the memorial wall at the National Fire Academy, where they will remain forever etched in our collective memory. This gesture is not just symbolic. It's sacred. And ensures their sacrifice will never be forgotten. To the families of those we have lost, whether on that faithful day or in the years since, you carry a weight that words cannot lessen. But please know, you do not carry it alone. We see you, we grieve with you, and we honor the courage of not only your loved ones, but of you, for enduring with such grace and strength. Your loved ones are the guardians of resilience. Their heroism is profound. Their sacrifice sacred. I'd also like to thank our elected officials that are here with us today. Your presence matters. It affirms your commitment to never forgetting those who served and to standing with the FDNY family. To the members of the department, both active and retired, thank you. Thank you for staying when it was hard. Thank you for helping rebuild this department from the ashes. It's because of your incredible resolve that they were able to continue our mission, train a new generation, and become even stronger. Without your commitment, we would not be standing here today with pride and purpose that defines the FDNY. I'd also like to extend a deep gratitude to Commissioner Tucker for allowing the department to take part in this solemn service. Your support ensures that we continue to show up for one another, to remind the families of our fallen that we will never forget. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. Because this is more than a memorial, there's a promise. A promise that the story of our fallen will continue to be told. A promise that price they paid will never be taken for granted. And a promise that their spirit lives on in every run, in every drill, in the act of courage that bears the name of the FDNY. To those we've lost, we will never forget you and your family's sacrifices. To those who remain, you stand on the shoulders of these brave heroes and will continue to make them proud. Thank you. May God bless the FDNY. May God bless the USA. And may He continue to watch over all who serve.
Thank you, Gary. Thank you, Sal. If you are able, please stand as the Honor Guard brings forward the flags to be presented during the Roll of Honor. Please be seated. It is now time to begin the Roll of Honor. As your loved one's name is called, a fire service member will escort your family forward. Each family will then receive a badge inscribed with the name of your fallen firefighter, a red rose, and the special American flag that you heard about earlier. To begin the Roll of Honor, I welcome Bill Webb, Executive Director of the Congressional Fire Services Institute and Vice Chair of the National Fallen Firefighters Board of Directors.
Firefighter Vincent Joseph Albanese, ladder 3A. Firefighter Michael J. Arriaga, Engine 301. Firefighter Alfred J. Artisona, Engine 71. Lieutenant Stephen A. Asaro, Battalion 4. Firefighter Keith E. Atlas, Engine 35. Firefighter Christopher J. Bach, Engine 329. Firefighter William R. Bartholomew, Ladder 49.
Please accept this flag and these gifts on behalf of the grateful nation.
Captain Stephen Berube, Ladder 111. Battalion Chief Kevin S. Blaine, Safety Battalion.
Please accept this flag and these gifts on behalf of the grateful nation of the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation and the FDNY.
Lieutenant Andrew M. Borges, Engine 326. Firefighter Daniel C. Beauvais, Engine 251. Firefighter Ronald R. Brenneson, Ladder 43. Firefighter Russell C. Brinkworth, Ladder 135. Lieutenant Joseph Brosi, Engine 88. Lieutenant Richard M. Burke, Engine 97.
Our next reader is former FDNY Chief of Department Frank Crothers.
Firefighter Timothy J. Burke, Rescue 5. Lieutenant James J. Burns II, Engine 46. Battalion Chief Kevin R. Burns Sr., Battalion 7. Firefighter Frank A. Caputo, Engine 6-8. Captain Peter J. Casey, Engine 212. Captain Kevin J. Cassidy, Engine 320. Firefighter Anthony J. Catapano, Engine 202. Firefighter Peter A. Kyoto, Engine 226. Firefighter Michael J. Chaffee, Engine 165. Firefighter James J. Cody Jr., Ladder 24. Firefighter John F. Connolly Sr., Ladder 80. Lieutenant James S. Cooney, Engine 254. Firefighter Michael T. Costa, Engine 328. Battalion Chief James N. Costello, Battalion 4. Firefighter Joseph P. Costello, Battalion 5-8.
And now, a tribute reading from actor and dedicated friend of the fire hero community, Jeremy Holm.
Our remembrance book tells the story of the men we honor here today, of the lives they led in service to others. They came from all parts of New York, proudly bearing the history and nicknames of their companies: the Nut House, the Last Outpost, the Hot Corner. Their impact is felt far and wide as they responded to emergencies beyond the city they so proudly served, from post-Katrina New Orleans to the Ponderosa Piney Hills of Prescott, Arizona. Their legacy can be felt closer to home, on the Little League fields where they coached, and in the young people who received scholarships in their name. And it lives in the streets of New York, in the lives of the people they protected and saved putting their own safety on the line. Perhaps their generosity of spirit was born of their work as firefighters. Perhaps answering the call to service somehow bestowed upon them a special set of powers. They possessed an extraordinary ability to be kind, warm, and generous, even in the hardest of times. The power of their legacy is found in their sons and daughters, and the perfect stranger who chose to walk in their mighty footsteps to become firefighters and public servants, working for the city of New York and across our great nation. Let us live by their example, serving others according to our own gifts.
Our next reader is Vice President for Advocacy and Outreach at the National Fire Sprinkler Association and National Fallen Firefighters Advisory Committee member, Vicki Pritchett.
Firefighter Brent G. Kroback, Engine 251. Firefighter Andrew D. Dalcortivo, Engine 227. Lieutenant Arthur J. Darby, Marine 9. Firefighter Harry L. Davis, Squad 1-8. Reverend Monsignor John E. Dullendick, Ladder 170. Firefighter Nicholas J. Damasi, Engine 259. Lieutenant Paul W. Dio Jr., Engine 317. Supervising Fire Marshal James E. Devery, Manhattan Base. Firefighter Robert F. DiGiovanni, Ladder 144. Firefighter Robert W. Dillon, Engine 153. Lieutenant James K. Donahue, Ladder 8. Firefighter Richard N. Driscoll III, Engine 9-1. Firefighter Michael L. Duffy, Ladder 174. Firefighter John A. Dunn, Engine 230. Lieutenant Kevin C. Dunn, Engine 251.
Please accept this flag on behalf of the grateful nation, and know that the FDNY and the National Fallen Firefighters will always be with you.
Our next reader is Sam Goldberg, producer of the fire rescue film Silo.
Lieutenant Martin K. Farrell, Engine 253. Firefighter Thomas J. Farrell, Ladder 4-1. Lieutenant Peter J. Fahrenkopf, Marine 6. Fire Marshal Michael J. Fedorowski, Citywide South. Lieutenant Cruz A. Fernandez, Ladder 111. Captain Neil R. Farrow, Engine 227. Firefighter Albert A. Filosa, Ladder 146. Firefighter Robert B. Fitzgibbon, Engine 47. Firefighter Robert A. Ford, Engine 284. Firefighter Willie T. Franklin, Jr., Engine 6-5. Firefighter Robert V. Fulco, Engine 250. Captain John J. Galvin, Bureau of Operations. Firefighter Andrew S. Gargiulo, Engine 160. Firefighter Frank J. Gasparino, Engine 234. Lieutenant Gary J. Gates, Field Communications Unit.
There's a loyalty that's deeper than mere sentiment, and the music higher than the songs that I can sing. The stuff of earth competes for the allegiance I owe only to the giver of all good things. So if I stand, let me stand on the promise that you will pull me through. And if I can, let me fall on the grace that first brought me to you. And if I sing, let me sing for the joy that is born in me these songs. And if I weep, let it be as a man who is longing for his home. There's more that dances on the prairies than the wind, more that pulses in the ocean than the tide. There's a love that is fiercer than a love between friends, more gentle than a mother's when her baby's at her side. And there's a loyalty that's deeper than mere sentiment, and the music higher than the songs that I can sing. The stuff of earth competes for the allegiance I owe only to the giver of all good things. So if I stand, let me stand on the promise that you will pull me through. And if I can, let me fall on the grace that first brought me to you. And if I sing, let me sing for the joy that is born in me these songs. And if I weep, let it be as a man who is longing for his home. And if I weep, let it be as a man who is longing for his home.
Our next reader is Treasurer of the Board of Directors for the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation, Robert Jacobs.
Firefighter Thomas Henry Gavitt, Jr., Ladder 147. Battalion Chief Stephen J. Garrity, Rescue Battalion. Captain Dennis M. Gilroy, Engine 67. Lieutenant Thomas J. Greeney, Ladder 175. Firefighter Paul J. Greco, Squad 270. Lieutenant John K. Grimsey, Engine 302. Lieutenant Michael G. Hance, Engine 302. Battalion Chief James J. Hanley, Battalion 7. Firefighter Joseph A. Hatzman, Engine 218. Firefighter Thomas D. Henley, Ladder 25. Firefighter James M. Hicks, Engine 7. Firefighter Jose L. Hickson, Engine 285. Lieutenant Michael Higgins, Ladder 19. Firefighter William Hodgins, Engine 160. Lieutenant Thomas J. Hodges, Engine 313.
Our next reader is retired FDNY Chief of Department Ed Kilduff.
Firefighter Andrew J. Hornbuckle, Ladder 109. Firefighter Edward V. Aronik, Engine 229. Firefighter Robert M. Hughes, Ladder 134. Firefighter William M. Hughes, Ladder 123. Firefighter James J. Herson, Engine 318. Firefighter Anthony R. Aracey, Engine 155. Firefighter James B. Johnson, Division 14. Firefighter Robert W. Johnson, Engine 81. Firefighter Harold J. Johnston, Engine 36. Firefighter Richard B. Jones, Ladder 25. Lieutenant Donald J. Kelly,
ladder 161. Firefighter Kevin R. Kelly, engine 307. Lieutenant William J. Kelly, ladder 116. Firefighter Sean D. Kenny, engine 155. Lieutenant Richard Kobe, ladder 133.
And now, a tribute reading from retired FDNY Assistant Chief Tom Galvin.
In the many days since September 11, 2001, no day has dawned so clear and so blue. Your firefighter lived by a code and a quiet commitment to honor those we lost that day. They never stopped working during the rescue and recovery effort, attending services, standing at attention for their fellow firefighters and friends, and supporting their families. A silent and enduring wall of uniforms, as far as the eye can see, tell us more about sacrifice, honor, dignity than any words can express. When they fell ill, it came as a second wave on an endless sea of sacrifice that just never seems to end. They taught us even more in these days, that bravery comes in many forms and can be found in many battles. Your loved one kept the brightness of hope alive, in the shining example of what they continue to give through illness and pain. Through your memories, you tell us of their remarkable gift of showing up when it mattered most, whether a fire department ceremony or a family event. They showed up that fateful day in 2001 and the many months that followed, understanding just how much it mattered. Despite all they came to endure, they remained resolute in the belief that showing up was always the right thing to do. Throughout history, there have been few parallels to their extraordinary courage. As we honor their loss today, we celebrate you and all that you meant to them. You supported them, loved them, and held them up as they served. As they wrestled with the losses and traumas of that day, and as they bravely fought the illnesses that ultimately took their lives. You walked with them, comforted them, and battled alongside them. You shouldered extra weight and helped them through the most difficult times. We honor your bravery, your heartbreak, and your abiding love. Thank you for being here today, and on behalf of the members of the FDNY, we want to thank you for your resiliency and your perseverance that you showed, because that's what inspired us to move forward and to never give up. Thank you.
Our next reader is Vice President of Outreach and Advocacy for the National Fire Protection Association and National Fallen Firefighters Board Director, Lorraine Carley.
Firefighter Dennis J. Comer, engine 151. Captain Thomas S. LaBaviera, engine 93. Battalion Chief Arthur S. Lakiotis, Battalion 32. Firefighter Gregory J. Lamanna, Engine 313. Firefighter Patrick J. Lauro, Ladder 4-7. Firefighter Greg E. Lawrence, Engine 308. Firefighter Kevin E. Lennon, Ladder 175. Firefighter Timothy G. Lockwood, Engine 275. Lieutenant Keith M. Laughlin, Ladder 109. Captain Luke M. Lynch, Engine 201. Firefighter Thomas A. Lynn, Engine 5. Captain Michael J. Lyons, Division 1-5. Battalion Chief Vincent G. Lyons, Battalion 4-3. Lieutenant Bowden Cookie Malbec, Marine 9. Deputy Chief Vincent J. Mandala, Division 1-1.
Our next reader is Kenneth Fent, Team Lead for NIOSH, National Firefighter Registry for Cancer.
Lieutenant Charles J. Maniscalco, Engine 162. Firefighter John H. Marr, Engine 34. Firefighter Tony Mistrali, Ladder 5-6. Supervising Fire Marshal John Joseph McCauley, Bureau of Fire Investigations, Queensbase. Firefighter Dennis B. McLean, ladder 137. Firefighter Christopher W. McCormack, engine 59. Firefighter John F. McDonald, ladder 116. Firefighter Thomas J. McDougall, ladder 117. Lieutenant Gerard Roddy McGibbon, engine 217. Firefighter Walter E. McKee, Battalion 39. Battalion Chief Joseph A. McKee, Battalion 41. Firefighter Paul A. McManaman, Squad 252. Battalion Chief Robert P. Muccio, Sr., Battalion 22. Firefighter William E. Moreau, engine 166. Firefighter Joseph A. Morstadt, ladder 45.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. I was a sculptor, but then again, no, a man who makes potions at the traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody that this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind as I write down the words. How wonderful life is while you're in the I sat on a roof and I kicked off the moss. A few of the verses, they got me quite cross. But the sun's been quite kind while I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. Excuse me for getting, but these things I do. You see, I've forgotten the green or the blue. Anyway, the thing is that I really mean yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I write down the words. How wonderful life is while you're in the world. I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind as I write down the words. How wonderful life is while you're in the
Our next reader is Vice President of Motorola Solutions Sales and Services Incorporated and National Fallen Firefighter Board Director, Mike Leonard.
Firefighter Lawrence T. Murphy, ladder 157. Lieutenant Ronaldo Ruben Natal, Field Communications Unit. Firefighter Richard E. Nogan, ladder 113. Firefighter Kevin J. Nolan, engine 79. Captain Gary A. Nybro, engine 166. Firefighter John B. O'Brien, engine 329. Firefighter Adolfo Otano, engine 202. Firefighter Edward R. Pecoroni,
Engine 70. Pilot Thomas P. Phelan, Marine 9. Firefighter William H. Quick, ladder 134. Firefighter Peter Adam Quinn, ladder 106. Firefighter Stephen G. Radich, engine 97. Firefighter Dennis J. Riley, engine 156. Firefighter Edward F. Riley, Jr., ladder 160. Firefighter Stephen J. Riley, engine 155.
Our next reader is 11th District Vice President of the International Association of Firefighters, Michael Glynn.
Firefighter Robert R. Reynolds, engine 96. Lieutenant Thomas G. Roberts, ladder 40. Firefighter Stephen E. Russack, ladder 107. Firefighter James J. Ryan, ladder 167. Firefighter Thomas E. Ryan, ladder 33. Firefighter Paul F. Santoro, engine 259. Battalion Chief Christopher D. Scalone, Battalion 5-3. Captain Paul W. Schmal Zarid, Bureau of Training. Firefighter Mark Russell Sino, ladder 50. Firefighter Michael J. Shaggy, engine 74. Lieutenant Michael J. Shanley, Ladder 2-7. Firefighter James D. Shaughnessy, Battalion 1-1. Firefighter Michael Sophia, Engine 165. Lieutenant Joseph R. Stack, Jr., Ladder 6. Lieutenant Robert J. Stegmeyer, Ladder 127.
And now, a tribute reading from retired FDNY Deputy Assistant Chief John Norman.
On the wall of the 9/11 Memorial and Museum stands a quote, "No day shall erase you from our memory of time. For all the heroics before, during, and after 9/11, the shining truth was that your loved ones were born to be something even greater. In your stories of them, we see who they were always meant to be. Dads, papas, uncles, friends, grandpas, husbands, and best friends. They were born to be free spirits, to amass an outrageous amount of tools, to find joy in cooking a meal for their fellow firefighters. They were meant to fix up bikes for kids, to send care packages to our nation's troops, to learn to ice skate just so they could coach hockey. Perhaps they taught you to be always early and be prepared. They were strong, tough, and decisive, except when it came to saying no to their grandchildren. They were meant to be pranksters and comedians with that gleam in their eyes when they were up to something. Maybe they found grace in a higher love, leaning on faith to guide their ways and help others. How can we best honor them? As one of our honored firefighters always said, let's go make some memories. Let's celebrate the sunset. Get together and laugh. Let's plan the trip. Let's reach out to one another. Let's live the moments we have. Thank you.
Our next reader is Turtle Plastics co-owner, president, and National Fallen Firefighters Advisory Committee member, Liz Plaintiff.
Firefighter Ronald P. Stortz, Ladder 107. Firefighter John P. Sullivan, Jr., Ladder 3-4. Lieutenant Vincent J. Tancredi II, Ladder 4-7. Firefighter Edward D. Thompson, Ladder 8-0. Captain Thomas J. Thompson, Engine 306. Battalion Chief Edward J. Tierney, Battalion 1-1. Firefighter John A. Tiska Jr., Engine 229. Firefighter Michael J. Toll, Ladder 20. Firefighter Richard C. Toshak, Engine 307. Firefighter George J. Triptree, Ladder 173. Firefighter Joseph F. Tumulty, Engine 294. Firefighter John Tyrell Jr., Engine 75. Battalion Chief John Vaughn, Battalion 3.
Our final reader is former FDNY Fire Commissioner and retired FDNY Chief of Department Dan Nigro.
Firefighter Michael Verzi, Engine 97. Lieutenant John A. Vigliotti, Engine 159. Firefighter Walter Voigt, Ladder 144. Firefighter Michael A. Wallace, Engine 251. Firefighter James Walsh, Engine 295. Lieutenant Harry Wanamaker, Jr., Marine 1. Firefighter Robert E. Welsh, Engine 207. Firefighter Charles Williams, ladder 111. Fire Marshal William Wilson, Jr., Manhattan Base. Firefighter George H. Wilton, Jr., ladder 84. Firefighter James P. Wind, Sr., ladder 3. Lieutenant James J. Winters, Engine 278. Firefighter Keith Young, ladder 158.
Executive Inspector, FDNY Bureau of Fire Prevention, Ron Canterman.
Long before telephones and radios were used, the fire departments relied on telegraph to receive alarms from the red alarm boxes that once stood on nearly every street corner of our nation's cities. When a firefighter fell on a line of duty, the fire alarm office, the precursor to today's fire communication centers, would tap out a special signal 5555. The signal was sent over the telegraph fire alarm circuits, connecting all firehouses to notify the members of the loss of a firefighter. This long-standing practice endures throughout the fire service, remaining a powerful symbol of honor and respect. As we continue this tradition today, we remember those who have given so much and served so well. And so, for those who have selflessly devoted their lives to the good of their communities and their fellow citizens, the bell tolls their last alarm, for they have gone home. For all those who are able, please stand. Let us pause together for the tolling of the bell, followed by a moment of silence in honor of the fallen. Please be seated. The roll of honor is complete. 176 fallen heroes have been honored, and their names will be enshrined on the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial in Emmitsburg, Maryland.
One of the most beautiful parts of our service is the Luminaria that lights the stage. Eve Buca, the wife of Fire Marshal Ronald Buca, who was killed on September 11, 2001, is here to tell us more about this tradition.
Good afternoon. I'm pleased to be with you. My husband, Fire Marshal Ronald P. Buca, died on September 11, 2001, and was honored at the National Fallen Firefighters Memorial in 2002. He remains dearly missed by our family and the many lives he impacted. Today, I want to share with you the significance of our Luminaria tradition with you. The word Luminaria comes from the Latin and means light. It's a traditional Hispanic practice to display luminarias on the eve of a significant event. Earlier this year, luminarias with the names of each of the fallen firefighters were lovingly created by local school children in honor of your special firefighter. Your family will receive them as a keepsake after this memorial. Today, we remember your loved one. We shine these lights for all 176 heroes we hold in our hearts. May the gentle glow of the candles bring you peace and comfort as you cherish the memory of your loved ones. May the light always continue to shine in your lives.
Thank you, Mrs. Buca. The love for your heroes extends beyond us gathered here today. Across New York City and our entire region, fire departments, landmarks, and homes are lighting up in red in honor of our fallen firefighters. The Foundation's Shine on Heroes campaign encourages communities and individuals to recognize our fallen heroes by illuminating their areas in red. This glow of light is a gesture of remembrance and collective gratitude for your loyal loved ones who made the ultimate sacrifice. It symbolizes the enduring bond between the fire service and the communities that they serve. Each light is a visible promise that the sacrifice of your loved ones is not forgotten. We join in this tribute as we take a moment to reflect on the lives we cherish here today. One of the most powerful aspects of the Foundation is the network of the fire hero families, symbolized by the sharing of the light. Here to tell us more are Maureen and Al Santora, parents of firefighter Christopher Santora, who was killed on September 11, 2001.
Good afternoon. Our son Christopher Alexander Santora was honored at the National Fallen Firefighter Memorial in 2002. He was our beloved son, a teacher and friend, and deeply missed by all who knew him. For more than 2 decades, the foundation has stood by us, and that support has meant everything. As you become part of our Fire Hero family this weekend, know that we are here to love and to support you. On a personal note, we want to say thank you for your firefighters' efforts in recovering many of the 343 firefighters, of whom our son was one. We are very grateful and very honored to be with you today. The remembrance candle we light now symbolizes the enduring friendships of our Fire Hero family. You come here today with your own special memories of your firefighter. As we share the light, we encourage you to reflect on those memories and to celebrate the life of the loved ones who are around you. The light we share unites us as we remember them. May their light and their love continue to guide your way forward with hope. Thank you very much.
My soul so weary when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Behind the scenes, many have worked tirelessly to bring this service together. We wish to extend our deepest thanks to the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation for hosting this event, and to the Fire Department of the City of New York for their long-standing partnership. Thank you again to the College of Staten Island for providing this space. We also want to thank the musicians and the singers, the interpreters, the honor guard, pipes and drums, and the FDNY ceremonial unit, the FDNY Family Assistance Unit, the family escorts, the families of John McNamara, Ron Buca, and Christopher Santora, the staff and contractors of the foundation, and the numerous volunteers who have assisted with all aspects of our service. They come together to honor and support you. For all who are able, please stand for our benediction, to be delivered by FDNY Chaplain, Father Frederick Pellegrini.
Detail, uncover.
Good and gracious God, as we end this day here with a benediction prayer, we realize that this very day has been a benediction, a blessing on us. We came here today to memorialize and honor those from the FDNY we've lost since 9/11. And we see we are more than a community defined by loss. We are also a community marked by deep hope and gratitude. Our pain and our losses from 9/11 and over nearly 25 years are still so sad. But this day enlivens and enlightens us. The desire to never forget and always remember them and their sacrifice has deepened. The flame that each family received reminds us that their strength and goodness and love will live on in us. And the determination to carry on the FDNY mission and that of all firefighters is stronger. As we leave here today, we pledge to let this light shine through us as a light that points a way forward and lights a path through the deepest pain and darkness. Please continue to bless the noble profession of firefighter and watch over the work of the FDNY and the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation. Give our hearts, our communities, our country, and our world a special gift, the peace and healing we all need and long for in our hearts, the peace that is in your heart. May you bless us with that peace. Amen.
Detail, recover.
Thank you, Father Pellegrini. We know that today has been filled with challenging and difficult emotions. Be kind to yourself today and in the days to come. Always remember, the Foundation and the FDNY are here to support you whenever you need us. This concludes our service. We request that all guests remain in place as our honored families exit the arena. We wish you safe travels home.